Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Simpson. I'm from Solvexia, and we do easy-to-use online process automation. A little bit about who we are. I look after engineering, R&D in our company. I was 12 years formerly with Microsoft doing their contract R&D and engineering. Mark Schneider is a serial entrepreneur who has built and sold a successful software business here in Australia. Jonathan Glass, who is a former managing director of JP Morgan in their futures and options business. And our chairman is a chap named Les Owen, who used to be the CEO of AXA here in Australia and in the UK. So a little bit about the problem that we're seeking to address. Organisations everywhere have repetitive number crunching processes that they use to prepare really important business management and financial reporting information. And these processes typically involve a large number of data files, and these are often in the form of like Excel or text files from other business systems. These processes typically involve a large number of steps, 20, 30, 40 steps, where they're moving data around, recalculating, combining, doing all sorts of things. And these processes are typically being performed manually. You have highly skilled people sitting in a corner doing these things by hand. This leads to processes that are characterised by chaos, confusion, and a lack of control. And for an organisation, the types of challenges that this presents is, firstly, these processes take a long time to process. Secondly, you've got the risk of human error being introduced into the results, a very real risk. In the current regulatory atmosphere, the need for a rock-solid audit trail is greater than ever before. You need to know who changed what, where, and when, and be able to recreate and re-explain your results. And manual processes don't do that for you. And finally, you've got the issues of key person dependency risk. While it's manual, it's in someone's head. Should they fall ill or leave the organisation, there's a challenge associated with how you go about redoing that process. Some examples of the types of processes that we're working on with some of the customers that we have, as you see there, are things like end-of-month sales reporting, end-of-month capital adequacy analysis if you're in the insurance space, things like calculating and distributing commissions in a lot of businesses. So I'm going to have a look at our solution, and I'll start with a metaphor that we should all be familiar with, which is that of a robotic production line. In the same way we manufacture goods with a conveyor belt of items moving along and specialised robots lined up to do point tasks on those goods, we do the same thing with data. We provide a virtual production line, but over the web, where clients can configure a conveyor belt. We provide them with 40 plus robots, and that's growing all the time, where they can put their data on this conveyor belt, and our robots that they configure and that they choose manage and manipulate that data. And the consequence of automating it in this way is that they get a range of benefits, including it's faster to do, they reduce the risk of human error, it's codified, so there's automatic documentation, there's an audit trail, they can re-explain their results, they can go back, they can look at their results, and it results in high-value people doing high-value work as opposed to cranking the handle. Moving from a metaphor to the real world, this is what our software looks like. It's in use today. Along the bottom, you see there's a pictorial or a graphical representation of a process with steps, and once a process is built that way, clients can have a look at aspects of their process that was previously not possible, and is a great boon for them. Our business model is relatively straightforward. We're a subscription-based business. We deliver over the web through a browser. We do high-value per-month, per-user subscriptions. We compete on our ability to meet compliance pressures and to build confidence around audit and to build confidence around the reproducibility of a process and the information within it. We compete on cost because the alternatives that our clients have to automating these processes are orders of magnitude more expensive than what we are. And time to implement. We can go into a client and work with them and have something automated inside a few weeks as opposed to a long and lengthy IT project. We're currently focusing on the financial services sector because this is an area where this problem is widespread and pervasive, but it is a general tool, it is a bit of a platform play in some respects. We're at the point now where we have a few early adopter clients, they're paying, so it's commercial, and we're now trying to ramp up and commercialise our asset. We're looking for partnerships and relationships that can help take us into markets and help take our solution and apply it to business scenarios. Thank you very much.